Yep.
All right.
We're going to call the Wednesday, November 29, 2023 commission meeting to order. Roll call, please, Jeff.
Bob Houston.
Yes.
Monty Kisner.
Present.
Ryan Johnson.
Yes,
Please rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion to accept the agenda as presented.
So moved. Second, with the addition of trustee David Coughlin and his business that he has before the commission.
Okay, we have a motion to add David Coppell to the agenda. All in favor of that, or second on that? I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. 3 votes for. I need a motion to approve the commission meeting minutes from November 15th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? 3 votes for, 0 against. Need a motion to approve the work session minutes from November 3rd, November 9th, November 14th, November 15th, monthly department head meeting November 15th, review time off policies, and November 15th, road samples report. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? 3 votes for, 0 against. Resolution 23-0101, Cass County Maintenance Department, approving a repair work order from TK Elevator in amount of $34,758.17. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Bob?
Got an elevator over there that when the building was built, that the rails and everything were not installed properly. TK Elevator is the one that installed the most recent elevator, and it will not pass state inspection, so they're gonna have to come in and realign those beams for it and then fasten them back into the walls correctly. So it'll take them a little bit of time, but they'll get it back where it's operating. We're not able to operate. We're only operating with one elevator in the front of the clerk's office over there, the court's office.
So for 20 years it passed state inspection.
Yes. Yeah, it was done behind a sheetrock wall. It was not apparently correctly done, so now we're gonna get it corrected so we don't have that problem again.
Frustrating.
Very.
Any other questions for Bob?
Incredible.
All in favor of resolution 23-101? 3 votes for, 0 against. Resolution 23-102, Cass County Sheriff's Office approving a planning application with the, approving a planning application with the City of Belton regarding the Sheriff's Office North Annex site. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
So we finished the final plat up there, so this is going to be us giving us authority to sign it, to turn it into Belton to get the final plat approved. Then we'll have some more meetings, public meetings on that building here in the next few months, I'm sure. All in favor of resolution 23-102? 3 votes for, 0 against. Resolution 23-103, Cass County Sheriff's Office approving transfer of a police canine retirement because of health reasons. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
So this is Canine Rico, one of our canines, and this is an early retirement. He's having some mental health issues that make him not fit for duty anymore. A dog like this, it can't stay in the handler's home. The handler's got children, so a dog that's not doing well can't be around children. We don't want to euthanize him, but we located an experienced canine handler that has acreage, has the facility, and is willing to take him and work with him and give him a retirement, a healthy life where he can be safe. And we don't have to worry about him doing anything. So.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you, Officer Sack. All in favor of resolution 23-103? 3 votes for, 0 against. Resolution 23-104, Cass County Sheriff's Office approving a memorandum of understanding with the City of Drexel, Missouri for jail services. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second. So this is the same basic MOU that we've done with the other municipalities in the county that basically allows us to house their municipal inmates in our jail at the rate of $75 a day. Drexel thought they had it signed already. They'd signed the dispatch MOU that had been approved. They'd not signed this one yet.
Thank you. Any questions? Thanks, sir. All in favor of resolution 23-104? 3 votes for, 0 against, resolution passes. Resolution 23-105, Cass County Health Department approving agreement with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services regarding local public health agency infrastructure. I need a motion.
So moved.
I'll second it. Matt or Sarah?
I guess I'll start off. Yeah, this is the Public Health Infrastructure Grant, also known as the FIG, PHIG, or simply the Infrastructure Grant. It's $305,000 over the span of a little over 4 years, from August of this year, August of 23 through November of 27, so a little over 4 years. And the purpose of the grant funding is to support, strengthen, and enhance the public health workforce. So this is to help us recruit and retain and really support the staff that we have on hand. If Matt, do you want to talk about some of the things we have budgeted?
Yeah,
with
sure.
it?
So kind of like what I sent out in our email earlier, we have one staff member that's going to be funded for almost an entire year through this. We have all of our trainings that our staff are going to be attending through 2027. They will be paid for out of this grant, so we wouldn't have to take money out of a regular budget to pay for that essentially. We have some other things. There is one requirement. We have to do something for our employees' mental health as a contingency of this grant. So we are just planning on purchasing some office wellness items for our staff. Things like ergonomic chairs, stuff like that essentially, so that their job is a little bit easier in our building. We're also going to be paying for our community health needs assessment. There was a portion of that wasn't covered by a previous grant, so that amounts to about $35,000 that we'll be paying for.
Both the community health needs assessment that we are finishing up now, and because this goes over 4 years, could potentially also pay for the next community health needs assessment in 3 years.
That's correct.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. And then we also plan on implementing some employee performance management software. This is funding that comes through the CDC. It's supported in part by the ARPA funds that were granted at the state level as well.
Okay. Any questions for Matt or Sarah?
Didn't you, on workforce, did you not receive a grant within the last few months for workforce development?
Yes.
Maybe that's the wrong term, for 345?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So an additional 300,000 for more workforce?
So this is
Development.
specifically for infrastructure. So it's going to be with workforce, that wasn't necessarily as long as this one. It actually expires in about 6 months. So I believe June of next year is when that contract expires. And a good portion of that was just covering salaries and wages for a lot of employees. This is specifically geared towards hiring, retaining employees, and bolstering our infrastructure.
So you were using that for wages then, that grant for wages?
Some of our wages, if they were doing work that was specified in the grant.
And this will not be used for wages?
This will be used to cover wages for one employee for about 12 months.
Any other questions? All in favor of resolution 23-105? 3 votes for, 0 against. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Sarah. Resolution 23-106, Cass County Commission Office approving a proposal for workman compensation renewal of Missouri Association of Counties Workman Compensation Trust. I need a motion.
So moved.
So that one there, we got our renewal from MAC, and our actual workman's comp went down $230-some-thousand this year. We've had several bad claims. They give us a 4-year rating, so several bad claims. We had several 4 years ago that finally dropped off, so it's allowed to, our renewal dropped 34%, I think is what it was. With that being said, just so you know, that 34% is going to get eaten up by the liability insurance for the buildings, plus some would be my imagine for when they held in this year. All the industries are seeing a huge increase on that. So while we saved on that, we'll take that savings, but the other one will be going here shortly, I'm sure. Any questions?
Mm-hmm.
All in favor of resolution 23-106? 3 votes for, 0 against. At this time, we'll open the mic. Oh, that's right, Dave Coffell, excuse me, Dave Coffell on the trustee for the county regarding the Drexel property at 113 West Pine Street, Drexel, Missouri 64742.
That's the property. This property sold at tax sale in August. The total bid on was $17,698.31. The city of Drexel had paid to have the improvements on the property demolished, and that was at $8,557.89 that they had spent. So the city has proposed that we issue a deed to the city so they can continue cleaning up the property and getting rid of it. The only other thing I would add is this is not unprecedented. We have done this for Harrisonville, Pleasant Hill, and Belton in the past.
First of all, I need a motion to let Dave speak on this.
I'll make that motion.
I'll do a second.
Second.
So, the trailer they demolished, I'm sure was unlivable.
Yes. Yeah.
Any questions for Dave?
No.
No.
All in favor of allowing David issue the deed to the city of Drexel for the property at 113 West Pine Street, Drexel, Missouri, 64742? 3 votes for, 0 against. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Cosell.
David.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to open the mic for any public comment. Please step forward, state your name. Seeing none, or John, you gonna talk?
I'll talk. I'm John Webb. At one point in time, I had heard rumblings of some work to be done on emergency powers, and I haven't heard of any more work being done to put some kind of limits to emergency powers that government agencies and organizations have to restrict to eliminate the rights of their citizens. And I know that that emergencies occur, but to be so easy for an elected official or even an unelected official to mandate some kind of performance or behavior restricting our right to travel. We need to get back to the Constitution and the rights of the citizens, and severely limit what government and people with power are permitted to do legally to the citizens. And I absolutely, like I said, I absolutely recognize that emergencies occur, and when emergencies occur, people need to be able to take action to stabilize things. But we need to have limits on what is allowed for, and because I think that the federal government, I know we don't have authority over that, has emergency powers that have been invoked that have been going on for 50 years. We've been in a state of emergency for 50 years, and and nobody bats an eye. That's we need to establish limits, time limits. I would say restraint limits on what they actually are allowed to do, and just would like to see some work done at every level, because we're supposed to be a free country. And
Thank you. Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Anyone else like to speak? Please step forward, state your name.
Dallas Register, rural Harrisonville. I hadn't planned on saying anything, but I talked briefly with Sarah outside, and I think this lady deserves a lot of respect from all of us for everything that she's trying to do. I, for one, I don't necessarily agree with everything that she's doing. We've had this discussion, but I appreciate her diligence and her commitment to this county and in her position. One thing that I'm would like to emphasize was, and Tom, you might take this into consideration, but I would think that our contracts that we put out for the county should include something in there, some requirement that the goods and services that are bought under that contract, some percentage of them come from county businesses. I also think that somebody needs to get to our governor and emphasize that all these pass-through contracts, particularly with the number of grants that the health department is getting, that we emphasize purchasing all these goods and services as much as possible from county sources. And I would like to, for everybody to give that consideration for if we're going to have a continued healthy county with goods and services. I think that's something that needs to be emphasized. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dallas. Anyone else like to make a public comment at this time? Please step forward. Seeing none, Commissioner Communications. Seeing none, we will go in executive session under RSMO 610.021.1 legal. Once we exit out of that meeting, we will close the general session. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please, Jeff.
Bob Houston.
Yes.
Monty Kisner.
Yes.
Ryan Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, y'all.